Pretty much every single time I talk about nodes, I mention that Delysium is by far my favorite one. In the past week, this one is up by 76%. Not bad. And I thought I'll give you a short recap of things that happened over the past month, as well as does it still make sense to buy a node in order to get 70.77 tokens per day, which at the moment is worth about $3.73. Now the answer in short is yes, obviously. Reason being, less than 1/3 of the entire token supply is in the circulating supply at the moment, and I'm pretty sure with the whole gaming and AI narrative that they will make this comeback yet again, so we will go to 60 cents and above for sure. Which then means at the price of 60 cents and beyond, your return on investment of buying a node would be about 6 to 7 months. You can also additionally stake the token for 16.35% or up to 71% APR down here. But if I were to tell you, hey, there's a token that is up by over 75% in the past week alone, that additionally gives you 16% while staking it, seems like a pretty good deal. Anyways, the nodes behind it, they do cost you quite a bit. They're at $2,725 at the moment. And from what I know is that other YouTube people in this whole passive income and token farming economy, you could say, they still buy Delysium nodes pretty much every single month whenever they look into getting more things for their passive income streams. I always like to think, if you make like $3.50 to $4 a day at the current price, so like $120 a month passively, that might mean that your electricity, water and internet bill is free. And let's say you rent for like $800 a month. Then in order to make your rent free, you need 7 nodes. Or if we go back to 60 cents and above, you would need 2.5 nodes. And the moment you rephrase things in your mind, it seems like a way better decision to get a node in here than buying like a new laptop. That being said, a couple updates. When we talked about these Sonic nodes over the last week and a half, they were launching on notepad.ai, which is by Delysium, in which they reached $3 million in the first hour alone and sold out quite a lot. Even right now, we are on tier 11 for Sonic nodes, so them partnering with Delysium and launching on the notepad was a pretty good idea. It has been 4 days so far and they sold like 35,000 nodes. So that again, just like the performance here, is a pretty good sign. Now also, just before Token 2049 in Singapore last week, they attended the KBW, which is Asia's most impactful blockchain conference, in which they had a whole AI workshop in their grand final, had their own KOL night, with over 1,000 plus attendees for that evening, and also had their own private dinner, gave a shout out to WorldCoin, and discussed their visionary insights into the future of AI and Web3. Which most importantly means that this one goes up in price as people subscribe to the vision. Now also in the last couple days, obviously with the token performing well, they have been outperforming Bitcoin. To be fair, if Bitcoin goes up by 7% in a week, pretty much everything else goes up by more than 7%. So technically everything outperforms Bitcoin, but you know, semantics, all of that. This one is mostly about the coins that outperformed Bitcoin this year. They were the top gainer on the BNB chain, and you never know if any of that leads into them being listed, not just on all the exchanges down here, but also potentially getting listed on Binance. Now there has been a lot more that happened as they're developing the AI, working on that, build more products and enhance the ones that exist already. And you know, just in general, once everything in here goes back to all-time highs where we not just have 64.3k but 73 or 80k or 100k in Bitcoin, everything in any of these hype narratives of here with memes, AI, gaming, RWA, deepen, that will also do the thing where it starts here and then it goes up. And I'm ready for that day, which is why at this point I think I own 8 nodes total. That was a pretty good investment. And even at the current price, owning 8 of them that all grant you 17.77 tokens a day gives me about $30 a day if I claim all my tokens and sell them right away. Because it's on the Binance Smart Chain, there aren't really gas fees. I mean, maybe you pay like 10 or 20 cents. So I usually let this run for like 2 to 4 weeks before I sell, and only if I have a reason to sell. Otherwise, as you can see based on the percentage gain, it makes a lot more sense to just hold it, stake it, and then trade it in the future. But that alone means my food is free, my electricity is free, internet is free, maybe like cinema tickets are free as well. Like most things in life can be free once you build this whole passive income side of things. Which means if I feel like I want to order sushi for $25, I can now do that and I still make $4.60 in profit without doing anything. So shout out to me from last year, back in May, because that seemed like a pretty good decision. And you know, as they say, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. And with the information that it's not financial advice, I would say links to everything down below. They're building quite a lot, making lots of progress, and I think you will also like the long-term vision. That being said, see you fairly soon, and until then, take care.